Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to my review of the new film, All Eyez on Me. This is the new movie that tells the story of Tupac Shakur, rap legend. Now, before I get into this movie, I need to go back a little bit to Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton, of course, was a movie that was loved by pretty much everybody but the Academy, as it depicted the lives of NWA, the most dangerous band in the world, and for a time they definitely were. My favorite part of that movie had to be in the post-credit scene when you kind of took a look at all the different things and all the different lives that NWA had affected. Being able to discover such wonderful artists like Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent and Eminem and of course Tupac Shakur. I thought to myself, it is going to be very difficult for a movie to beat Straight Outta Compton, but I'm sure many will try. Well, here we've got All Eyez on Me, which does a pretty good job depicting the life of Tupac Shakur. Now, Tupac, his beginnings were similar but different to NWA. He didn't grow up in South Central, but he grew up in New York and then moved to Baltimore, then eventually to California. This movie does a really good job of showing how he kind of came from the whole rags to riches and how, with most people who get a lot of money, how they started changing. But I also felt that this movie did a really good job exposing people who might not be familiar with Tupac to who he was and to what made him tick. Now, there has been conversation in regards to how authentic the film is, and I know that John Singleton, who was originally supposed to direct it, walked off because he had creative differences and Benny Boone took over. Can't speak to all those things, but what I can speak to is the fact that Demetrius Shipp Jr., the actor who plays Tupac Shakur, does a fantastic job. You're looking at him and you're thinking, that's Tupac. It's pretty strong performance. I enjoyed this film. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack was basically kind of taking a stroll down memory lane. Like the Titanic, you know how this film is going to end if you're familiar with his story, but regardless, it keeps you enthralled from beginning to end. This is somebody who wasn't just a rap star and wasn't just a rap artist. This was somebody who had major crossover appeal and just this year was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is a very fascinating movie. It's very well done. It's not perfect. It's not Straight Outta Compton. It's not at that level, but it's pretty darn close. For biopic movies, especially biopic movies that I've seen that have to deal with rap stars, and I think of movies like Get Rich or Die Trying or 8 Mile, I definitely say that it's probably a little bit above those. Maybe not at the Straight Outta Compton level, but a very good film and a film that you should check out. I give this movie a B. If you have the chance to see All Eyez on Me, I would love to know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.